Two nights in a row, guys. We are doing another Keto Life Facebook Live. And tonight I have got Adam Sgarioto, who has been a mate of mine now for 6 or 7 years. I actually met him at a taco cafe in Puerto Escondido in Mexico, or my daughter actually did. And then through the power of good old social networking, we became mates on Facebook. And then a few years later, he contacted me and basically now has been a good mate. He's been a client and he's also been a Ketone customer now for 9 months. And in the space of 9 months, a ton of things have happened with this guy we wanted to go through and share. But before we go through it and I introduce Adam a little bit more and talk about him, for those of you that are watching something like this the first time, that have seen the text and it sort of grabbed your attention, the text that's in the post, this call is essentially about everything to do with ketones, ketosis, and Keto OS, which is the name of a type of drinkable ketone that both Adam and I and a ton of other people around the world drink. So if you don't know me, my name is Brad Rasmus. I'm a health professional of 25 years as well. And I've been drinking ketones for about 4 years now, I think next month. Massively changed my life in a ton of different ways, especially with regards to sleep, muscle preservation, and just not being addicted to bloody having to eat food all the time. But in a nutshell, let me give you a bit of a rundown about what ketones and ketosis and all that sort of stuff is first. I'm just going to bring up an image. I'll share that on the screen. And what we've got here, let's zoom that in, is basically what you've got is keto. The ketogenic diet switches your body's fuel source from carbs to fat. I've been clicking this thing off all night thinking, it's not going to come up when I do the call, but now it's bloody there. I'll turn that off. My computer needs a little bit of ketosis itself. So through the restriction of carbohydrates, over time, your body will start burning fat, turning it into what are called ketones for energy instead of glucose. And a heightened level of ketones in the body is called ketosis, where you feel phenomenal. The benefits, there's a long list of the benefits of being in a state of ketosis. These are just a few of them: better energy, strength, focus, clarity, mood, sleep, skin, muscle preservation, digestion, fat loss, carb control. Comment below in the post if there's a particular thing that you would like to know more about yourself, because we'll be able to connect you with that information. But essentially, when it comes down to it, you've got 2 ways to get into that state of ketosis. You can do it with the diet. You can do it with what's called the ketogenic diet, and or starving yourself, or doing different protocols involving fasting, not eating food. Or you can do it without the diet. The analogy we like to use is that ketosis is akin to a fire. You can create a fire using 2 sticks, rubbing them together. That's essentially the diet. It takes a long time. You can do it. Or you can use a lighter. The lighter is drinkable ketones. It's as simple as that. So that's a very simplified way of looking at what ketones and ketosis is all about. So without further ado, let's have a chat to Adam here. Adam, mate, first and foremost, thanks for spending the time for getting on the call tonight. Appreciate you jumping on and doing this, mate.
You're welcome.
Tell me, what was your life like before you started drinking ketones?
I think, look, my life was probably a whirlwind, I would say, going in the wrong direction. So I was a big eater. I used to eat a lot of food, a lot of carbs, a lot of everything. I had zero control on how much I could eat. And, I was 134 kilos at my height. And yeah, I was really stuck. That would be the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't meant to be eating the things, but I was at the stage where I didn't know any way out of it.
Yeah, gotcha. And you also had big challenges with sleep as well, correct?
Yeah, so yeah, I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea, which was linked to my body weight, BMI, neck circumference, and all those things.
Yeah, gotcha. So then, since drinking ketones, which has now been 9 months, and you've been having on average just 1 per day, sometimes 2, correct?
2 per day.
Oh, you do have 2 per day. Okay, so 2 per day for the last 9 months. Yeah, what's changed the most with you then since?
Well, an obvious one is 25 kilos down in weight.
Pounds for you
And
Americans watching this? Yeah.
yeah, my sleep apnea is diminishing at an incredible rate. I am, yeah, it's going to sound funny. I'm going to sound like one of the other people, but I'm a lot more alert. I'm a lot more in control. I'm less hungry. I eat less and feel fuller. And yeah, that's just a few.
Yeah. And just to let people that are watching this know, like Adam and I have been doing quite a lot of stuff together for a while now. Like we've been doing a lot of mindset-based stuff. He actually came and even did a week-long NLP course with me, which is not what a lot of people sort of tend to do when they're. But look, we basically been doing a lot of stuff together and exercise and coaching and different things like that. But I noticed a huge difference at the very beginning when Adam started using ketones because an Italian boy. Essentially, I knew you loved your food, and a lot of the stuff you said, there was just huge volumes of food that you would essentially eat, and ketones have really satiated you quite a lot, haven't they?
Yes. Yeah. So the I don't call it like a magic shake or a meal replacement or a supplement or anything like that. I just call it 2 drinks that I have, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And with those drinks, it gives me control of how much food I eat.
That's great.
I don't sort of say, no, this replaces my breakfast. It has nothing to do with that. I just have that drink in the morning, and then when I feel hungry, I eat. Then I have one in the afternoon, and that's how I live now.
So pretty much, just so that people that are watching this have got a bit of an idea then, what was a typical sort of day of food then like for you beforehand? How many meals and things?
So yeah, so a typical day was 3 big sized meals. So I used to call them plates, Mount Everest plates. So literally heaped up in the middle and overflowing the sides. Now I eat twice a day. I feel so much fuller. I feel so much more satiated, or enjoy my food because you can eat foods that taste nice, and I'm not eating carbs and things that just, I call them belly fillers. I'm actually eating things with high fat that actually taste good
Yeah.
and give you better energy.
So that's an important thing for people to know. You are eating a fairly high fat, or really you've chosen to follow a ketogenic, as close as possible to a ketogenic diet as well, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So initially, it's a bit of a challenge, and it's not a challenge on the flavor. It's a challenge on your habit of eating carbs or lots of carbs. And once you get over that habit, it's not an urge. It's a habit you have, the same as smoking. It becomes a lot easier because the high fat foods are the ones that taste the best.
Yeah, totally. So with everything that's happened with you and all the things that have changed, then what are you the most excited about then for the future with regards to?
I'm most excited about continuing losing weight. I've got a goal of I'm currently 111 kilos. So I want to be below 100 by Christmas. So I've got a goal pushing for that. I want to lift my flexibility, and obviously I'm working pretty hard on my mindset and control.
That's epic. So good, man. Really appreciate your time sharing that, because like there's a ton of people out there that are either themselves or someone else that they know that they're looking for help like this, and it's maybe it might not be the magic bullet type sort of thing for them, but it can certainly be something that might be the catalyst for a lot of change. With mental clarity and energy and better sleep comes a lot of better decisions to helping people move forward towards a healthier version of themselves. So yeah, man, thanks for sharing all of this tonight. Appreciate it.
And I don't advocate that it, as I'll just repeat myself. It's not a magic. It's not magic. You just drink it, and then it will help you do better, make better choices. You don't feel as full. You feel more full. It's an actual drink that I've found. I've had most of those diet ones that you have this and you feel full. It actually legitimately stops hunger symptoms.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Thanks, mate. Appreciate your time, and yeah, looking forward to seeing when you actually get below 100 kilograms. Maybe we can do another video in the future once you start getting down towards your
No, it'll be good. I'll set it now. So
accountability, brother. All right, mate. No worries. Thanks for that. See you later.
See you later.